I'm Brent Peterson. Welcome to Destination Eat Drink, the travel channel for foodies. I'm an American living in Portugal, but today we're in Jerez in Spain. This is in the Andalusia region in southern Spain. And I thought we'd do a video here about Tabancos, which is a unique kind of bar here in Jerez. What is a tabanco? Well, a tabanco is kind of a cross between a tavern and a wine shop. This region of Spain is known for its sherry production. It's in the Sherry Triangle. Jerez is the biggest producer of sherry in the region. And every bar that you go into serves sherry. But in addition to that, they also have barrels that are full of sherry, and you can go in and buy bulk sherry. So this marriage kind of happened. This place where you can go and buy a glass of sherry, or you can go in with a big jug and get this filled up with your favorite kind of sherry right from the barrel. Sort of like a tapas bar with takeaway. So what did we get? Well, first of all, I got a little snack. This is what you get here. You know, you get a little snack to go with your sherry, just like a tapas bar. This place is so old school, I can't even tell you. The tables, the bullfighting posters on the wall with these bullfighters that they make to look like heroes rather than barbarians, which is my opinion. You've got local ladies here, it's almost 10 o'clock at night, who are just coming out, having a sherry with their friends. To order your tapas, there's this little sheet. It looks like a Yahtzee page or something, and they've got like 10 items on there, and you mark what you want, you give it to the guy, and he brings it out to you. So what did we get? I got a tortilla, which is an omelet with potato. What I didn't realize is it comes on this bun, this toasted bun. I've never seen this before. So let's have a bite, give it a try. I've had a lot of tortillas in Spain. Never had one like this. I love the crusty bread with the tortilla. It's perfect. Comes with chips. And I got my glass of sherry. So this is an Oloroso sherry. And if you saw my video about sherry, and I've got a link in the description here, you know, Oloroso sherry is made by removing the yeast layer on the top of the must of the grapes when it's fermenting, which allows the grape juice to oxidize. And that's why you get this nice dark color of the Oloroso. Let's give it a try. Really tasty. Not sweet, but not too dry. Sometimes the sherries are too dry for me. It has a sharp edge to them that I don't care for, but I really like the Oloroso and the Cortado sherries. Both of those are made the same method, so really good. And the Tabancos, they were worried 20, 25 years ago that these places were going to disappear. But I got to say, here in Jerez, there's tons of Tabancos here, and they are rowdy and lively and fun. And I'm really glad to see that this bit of Jerez culture is alive and well in the city. This is Tabanco El Pasaje, and this Tabanco bar is very characteristic of Jerez, serving sherry wine, got it in the barrels, and occasional flamenco performances. We're lucky we're going to be here during a flamenco performance. But let me tell you what I got. I got 2 glasses of sherry. This one is a crema. Semi-sweet, not overly sweet, not sweet like a muscatel or a port, but semi-sweet, really good. I'm really liking that. And then Karen got one that's a mixture of Oloroso and another type of sherry. Less sweet, but still really good. Nice depth of flavor. And they sell bottles here too. They also sell it in bulk. And we got a couple tapa while we were here. So artichokes are the thing here in Jerez. So I got marinated artichokes. Marinated in vinegar with the balsamic vinegar reduction, and perfect with my sherry, man. And then I got a tortilla. Tortillas in Spain are not tortillas in Mexico. Tortilla just means an omelet. Yum. So that has peppers in it, which is a little different. Don't always. Sometimes you see them with onions. Sometimes you see them with potatoes. These have peppers in them, which is something I haven't seen very often. So this is a perfect little snack. We're going to stand at the bar. You can sit up here if you order like full menu. You know, if you spend 30 euros a person. But pro tip, you can stand here and just get some tapas and some sherry and watch the flamenco show, and that's what we're going to do right now. This is Bar Juanito, and this is a total old school locals bar that is known for their artichokes. And when you got a picture of a massive artichoke framed on the wall, you know that they're serious about their artichokes. They must grow artichokes in this region, because I've seen artichokes on several menus. So that's what we got. It's their specialty, so we got to get it. Give this a try. Man, it's marinated in olive oil, garlic, parsley. The sauce is perfect, amazing, amazing. Wow. And then I got some what they called scrambled eggs and potatoes. I don't know what it's in Spanish, but potatoes and scrambled eggs. Oh man. So what they did was slice the potatoes really thin and then fried them. The ends are nice and crispy. The middle is nice and soft. And then they put the eggs in afterwards. That is amazing. Wow. So good. I love it. This place, total old school bar. Karen and I were talking. You know, she's from Rhode Island. I lived there for decades. And this reminds us of Federal Hill. Like you would go to some of the old school places. They're starting to disappear now, but there's still a couple up there. And the walls are just filled with pictures of guys from the 70s, hanging out, with their social clubs, after church, with the families, things like that. And these walls are just like that, filled with these pictures. It is so cool. We're at Tabanco El Pasaje, our next Tabanco stop here in Jerez, and 2 points to Karen for spotting this on the menu. This is a dessert that I've been looking for quite a while now. It's called Tocino de Cielo, and it's a super simple dish, and I've been looking for it, but no one seems to have it here in Jerez, even though it's a specialty of this city, of this region. So what is it? It's a dessert made just with egg yolks and sugar. That's it. Now, traditionally, it used to be made with pork lard, but I asked him specifically, he's like, nope, we don't make it that way. All we make it with is egg yolk and sugar. So that's what they do. And they bake it in a pan until it creates this kind of gelatinous top, which is actually on the bottom, and then they flip it out upside down, and that's what you get here on the top. So, put some whipped cream on the side. Let's give it a taste. So that's like a flan, except this body of it is more dense. You get the caramel on the top here, just like on a flan, but it's not as runny as you would get on flan, and the base here is more dense. Sweet, eggy, delicious. Now, guy behind the bar, I assume he's the owner, insisted that we get this sherry with it. Wasn't going to get another glass of sherry, but he insisted. Didn't have to twist my arm too far. And this is a Pedro Jimenez sherry. I just got a glimpse of the bottle. I don't know what kind of sherry it is. Okay, so that's definitely one of the sweet, on the sweeter side of the sherry. So this is a very sweet dessert here. We've got the sweetness of the sugar in this, and then we've got a lot of sugar in the sherry. So it's very sweet, but why not? That's one of the things about going to a Tabanco. Not only can you get your little tapas snacks, but you can also get little desserts too. And I gotta say, this one is pretty great. This is Tabanco Plaza Platoros, another great old school Tabanco here in Jerez. And I couldn't, they have sherry here. All Tabancos have sherry in Jerez, but I just couldn't have another sherry. I've drank so much sherry today. Spread it out over a whole day, but it was a lot of sherry. So I was ready to have a beer on draft. And, just a standard. It was like a Budweiser or something, nothing special. But it's just nice. They serve it in a nice glass, and this is just a really cool spot. Look at these old tables. They have some tapas in there as well that looked really good, but we've had a lot of food today, so decided to not do that. But I gotta say, I'm really glad that Tabanco culture has survived here in Jerez into the modern age. And what's really cool about it is you can get this huge variety of Tabanco here in Jerez. You can get very, very simple places like this place. You can get old school places that have been around forever, like the place we went to earlier. And you can get places that have desserts. You can also find a lot of places here, Tabancos, that have flamenco performances. A lot of times the Tabanco and the flamenco are married together. And we saw a flamenco performance in a Tabanco, but Tabancos are everywhere here. They're alive and well, and they're really, really great. So I would say this, if you're coming to Seville, Seville is an amazing food city. It's one of the best in the world, certainly one of the best in Spain. But make Jerez part of your trip to Andalusia. The culture here, especially the food and drink culture, is really vibrant. And it's only a little over an hour by train to get down here, so it's easy to get to. The city itself is manageable. You can easily do it without a car. So you don't need to drive down here. You could if you wanted to. There's a lot of pedestrian-free areas. There's a lot of squares where there's tons of restaurants like this. They're not all Tabancos. Some of them are just bars. Some of them are just tapas joints, wine bars, all kinds of places like that. And a lot of them are very, very good. Doing a series of videos about Jerez, so you'll see all of these great places that are featured here. And there's a lot of them. Man, I couldn't put them all in just these videos, and I'm doing multiple videos. So, you know, I'm waving the flag here a little bit for Jerez, but I think Jerez deserves it. You should make it a part of your visit to Spain. So that's it for this video. Subscribe to the channel if you would, and like the video if you enjoyed it, to help me move this thing along. And if you'd like to support me even more, you can do so with a contribution at buymeacoffee.com/destinationeatdrink. Listen to the podcast at destinationeatdrink.pod, destinationeatdrink.com/pod. And thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. My name's Brent Peterson. See you down the road.